everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Adam, this is Adam Sews, and this is the current week's episode of Friday Sews. So I'd like to say hi to everyone again for visiting my channel. This week's been a bit of a busy, hectic week. I managed to eventually track down a Bernina 1230, which is this beast behind me. It is a 1993 model. I bought it off a lady that had inherited it from her late mother. It is a computerized machine that does, I think it does about 100 different stitches. I will do a video that explains that in a little bit more detail. It comes with a knee lift. It has a kickback on the foot pedal, so when you kick the back of the foot pedal, it raises and lowers the needle. It also has an extension table, which has a really nifty little clear perspex section just in front of the needle plate, so when you've got the extension table on, when you flip the door down to access the bobbin, because it's a front loading bobbin, you can still see through the extension table where your bobbins goes in and out. So I'm really happy with that. It came with all of the feet, the original walking foot, the manual, the guarantee, the certificate of authenticity. Really happy with it. And to top it all off, when I went to pick it up, my husband turned around and said that he'd buy it for me, which was a right result. So that is my new Bernina 1230, which I bought in the intention of using that to replace my current Bernina industrial, which is a Bernina 850, which is fully mechanical. But I'm not 100% sure yet as to whether I can part with that or not. So some of the other things that I've managed to get done this week, I managed to pick up some vintage reprint Vogue 1957 patterns, which are, they've got quite a good size range. They go from a size 12 to a size 18, which I was quite impressed with. So these are, as I say, the reprints from 2007, but they are originally prints from 1957. So I managed to track down Vogue 2962, which is the dress, they're both dress patterns. It says on the back of it that this is easy, which I don't think it will be. But anywho, this is the dress pattern that I managed to track down. As I say, it is this pattern number here, which is 2962. So I'm not sure whether I'll actually make this, but the drawings on these old reprint Vogue patterns are just amazing, and the patterns are a lot bigger than other patterns. So I may put the pattern contents in some envelopes, and then I might just frame the actual pattern envelopes instead. So that is one of them. The other one is a reprint from, again, from 2007, but it's a 1954 design. This one has got a tiny bit of damage to the front of it, but I think if I'm very careful gluing that down, I should be able to repair it, although there is a tiny bit missing. Again, this is another dress pattern. It is Vogue 2960, again, sizes 12 to 18. And I mean, it's just such a stunning pattern. I love the way how overemphasized the waists are on the images on the front of these, and the line drawings are just so pretty. So I think, again, I might frame these and pop them up on the wall. I have got another few as well that I want to frame. So those are the two patterns that I managed to pick up this week. They are from a charity shop that's local to me. They did have some more as well, but I didn't want to buy too many of them because I have got quite a substantial amount of patterns. So Besides the patterns, I have been very busy this week making up stock for a Victorian Christmas market that I'm doing. So I've just literally about 20 minutes ago had a delivery of some fabrics that I had ordered specifically for some projects. So I have just got this really, really lovely Christmas cotton, and the snowflakes on this are actually glitter, but this sort of foil, so you can't really see. I don't think it's going to pick up, but they shimmer really nicely. So I managed to get 2 meters of that one, 2 meters of the Christmas trees, which again have got gold all around the outside of them, but it's not showing. And I managed to get 2 meters of the Father Christmas jackets, mittens, trousers, all of his clothing basically. And then it's got some reindeers, some snowmen, and some holly with tiny little robins on it as well. These are going to be made into napkins and placemats to sell at this Christmas market that I'm doing. I also couldn't help myself and got some of the really, really stunning spotty, so it's got like little dashes on it. It's a very, very pale grey background, and with sort of darker grey dashes on it. And this is a 220 GSM cotton lycra. So this will make some t-shirts, as I like plain white t-shirts, but I don't like them completely plain. So I've got some fabric very similar to this. It's got paint splats on it with a white background. So I'm going to make some more t-shirts out of that to replenish my white t-shirt stash. The other thing, those fabrics are all 4 of those are from Fabrics by Penny community group on Facebook. I will link the group below if anyone's interested in any of those. The other thing that I have been making for the Victorian Christmas stall that I have got, I will just grab. So I have made quite a few pairs of men's boxer shorts and men's briefs, all in different designs, which is part of my my business that I do on the side of my full-time job. So I've got 8 sets of those made up so far. I also used the guide on Christine Sews a Lot's video for Christmas gifts to determine the size of the makeup wipes and stuff. So I have made six bundles of the makeup wipes. These ones are greyhounds, unicorns, greyhounds. These I've got little like pirates and sea dragons on them. I used to make it for a different sort of finish on them. I actually used a brushed cotton on the back of these ones with a 100% cotton backing to them, as I thought these would actually be really, really delicate and soft for taking off eye makeup. I have also made some of these in toweling as well, plain white toweling for the back of them for people that want a slightly thicker makeup pad. But these are really, really nice for, as I say, taking off eye makeup and for using toner with as well. So I've got 6 sets of those made up. I managed to finish the 3 popcorn bags. These again are another one of the tutorials on Christine Sews a Lot's video with the makeup wipes. So I'll link that up here in the cards, and that has got all of the different Christmas ideas that she's come up with this year. Christine Sews a Lot's video for that is brilliant. She's such a pleasure to listen to. She talks through it so clearly. She gives you all the measurements, and the step-by-step guide to making all of those is brilliant. So I will definitely link that up there, and be sure to go and check that out. One of the other things that I've made stock-wise is something that I made, I think it was in last week or the week before's Friday So, which will be, I'll pop the playlist for those in the at the end of the video. So these are the Mother's Grimm snarf patterns. So I've made one in this rainbow print cotton lycra with a polar fleece inside. These have got like a little tab on them that you feed one end through once you've wrapped it round and crisscrossed it. So I've got the one in the rainbow cotton lycra. I've got one in a plain turquoise French terry. One in a double brush poly, which for some reason in the UK is like hen's teeth to try and find. So I am on the hunt for some more double brush poly. The other one is a French terry, which has got wolves on it, sort of like mandala style wolves. This mandala wolves fabric again is from Fabrics by Penny Community Group, as well as the French terry and the rainbow cotton lycra. The last one that I've made is the Westy print French terry, and this one is lined with a cuddle fleece with Boston Terriers and pugs on it and little dog bones. So it's incredibly soft and incredibly comfortable and really warm. I'm yet to make one with cuddle fleece for myself, but once I've got through doing all of this stock for the Christmas market that I'm doing, I will make myself one. I've also made 2 of the Ellie and Mac dog hoodies. This one is a French terry. It's an organic French terry, and the hood and the arm cuffs is a Oreo print. It's not really showing up very well. It's an Oreo cookie print French terry, which has just got a plain white inner. I had some little scraps of this and I thought it was just really cool to have some cookies on the hood for that. So that is the Ellie and Mac dog hoodie. I will link the pattern link for that below. And I also made another one out of the apple green sweatshirt fabric that I've got, which is sort of fleece backed. So I think, oh no, I haven't. I've also made some of this style of dog coat, which Velcro, have a Velcro closure on the front and on the belly band and on the front, which can be adjusted dependent on the size of the pooch that they're going on. This is a cotton on the outside and a polar fleece on the inside, and it has a little collar as well, which is really cute. So these I've made in the purple, the candy skulls, and a sort of zigzag striped scuba as well. And I think besides making some bunting, which I've still got quite a lot to make, which I have all pre-cut, a load more triangles, which is an absolute joy to make on my new Bernina. I think that's really it this week. I've spent a lot of this week as well tidying up because the cuddle fleece for those snaffs just explodes and goes everywhere. So I have had to hoover in here untold amounts of times to get rid of the fluff. I did go through my big bin of shame behind me, which I've managed to sort out a lot of fabric in there. I've used a lot of the fleece that was in there, which was overflowing, and I've managed to sort through and use or donate the fabrics that I didn't use. So that was something that I did get out of the way this week. I have accumulated 2 more boxes of things now though, which is sat on top of it, which I don't even know where they were in the first place. I think I took them out to make room for the fabric that was stacked there, and now I've lost room for the boxes. So it's just a case of juggling things around and moving them all around again. What else has happened this week? We had Halloween. So Halloween this week was a bit of a mad one. I will insert a little video clip of Darren's costume in full glory with the makeup, wig, everything else. If you don't like clowns, I will put a little warning sign up before I put the video in, and then you can just skip forward 20 seconds or so. Hi guys, just while I'm editing this video, I just wanted to quickly add in the costume that Darren's got on. I just wanted to give a shout out to Mark, one of my friend's sons, and just to let him know that the costume is on its way to you. So it should be there end of next week. So that went really well. We got rid of, we gave away a lot of sweets. And the kids absolutely loved it. We had a fog machine set up in the front garden. Our next door neighbour took part as well. She dressed up and she sat in a rocking chair in her front garden with a really, really lovely lamp and everything outside. But I'll try and insert some photos of that if I can find some. And I think that's it really. I am going to be doing a video over the weekend, hopefully uploaded on Sunday. I'm going to do a little walkthrough of all my different machines, what I use them for. If that's something that interests you, it should be up within the next few days. I'll also go into a little bit more of an in-depth detail of the new Bernina 1230 that I've acquired. It is a completely different type of digital computerized machine versus new modern ones. And I'm really, really happy with how it performs instead of the way that the new digital ones perform, because I did have a Genome Memory Craft 600p, I think it was, which I actually bought before I bought the Bernina Industrial, because it is quite, for a memory craft machine, it is quite heavy duty and it has the dual feed foot and everything on it. And I had it for 3 weeks, I think, and I just could not get on with it. I did not like the way it operated. It was almost like a car that's got something wrong with the turbo, because the lag on the foot pedal, you press to start sewing, and there'd be a delay all the time, and there'd be a delay taking your foot off, and I just didn't like the way it worked. Whereas this, even though it's computerized, it still moves immediately like a mechanical machine would. So if anyone's looking to buy a really good quality workhorse machine, definitely look for a Bernina 1230, 1130, or something from that sort of era when they were actually built in Switzerland, because the quality of them is second to none. It's so much more solid than a more modern machine. They do have certain things that go wrong with them every now and then, but Bernina's really good about still repairing or reconditioning circuit boards and different things in them. So that's enough waffling from me about the Bernina and how much I love it. I will, as I say, I'll do a video and I'll go into a little bit more in depth about the Berninas that I've got, my overlocker and my cover stitch, and all of the other overlockers and machines that I've got stashed away in cubby holes. I think that's number 14 that I've just acquired. I have some in the loft, I have some in my parents' loft, I have some underneath the industrial, I have some hidden. I think I need to get rid of some machines in general. So thanks for joining me again. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, feel free to do so. So that is it from me for this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's been nice talking to you. Any questions about anything that I've mentioned in any of the videos, feel free to pop it in the comments. I do answer everyone as quickly as I can. And thanks for joining me, and have a good weekend, and I hope that everyone manages to get some sewing in this weekend. Thanks again. Bye.